Hi, it's Heather from Cafe StepMom, and welcome to day 17 of 31 days of life in the StepMom trenches. Today, it's going to be a quick vlog, but we're talking about solutions. I wanted to share with you a situation, I guess, that occurred pretty early on in our remarriage and our step family, and that was the division of chores. It became very easy for all the kids, my stepkids, to be given a chore and then to say, well, you're giving your kids the easy chores and you're giving me the hard chores because you don't like me. And that was coming from both my kids to my husband and from my stepdaughters to me. So this was going on, and clearly it wasn't true, but clearly they weren't believing us. So we thought, well, what are we going to do to fix this? It is what it is. We need a solution. So in my moment of desperation, so to speak, I came up with what we call the Chore Jar. Now you can see this is just a fancy, this is a couple years old, this is a Capri Sun container. But what I did was I put chores in it. Well, originally I had just put chores like clean the bathroom, vacuum, dust, just kind of generic chores. And when we had them pull out, so when it was chore time, everybody pulled out a slip and they had to do the chore that they pulled. So that way nobody was assigning the chore, they were picking one. Well, of course, when the chores were just kind of labeled plainly, they were doing it the way they wanted to do it and not really the way we would do the chore if we were doing it. It was kind of a way to protest. And I knew what was going on. And I decided I'm not going to fight this, I'm not going to engage this, I'm just going to revamp the chore jar. So what I did was I not only put the chore down, I put a little checklist underneath of exactly what is expected with each of those chores. So there's no issue with you didn't tell me that when you said to dust the family room, I had to dust everything in the family room. Or you didn't tell me when I had to clean the bathroom that meant emptying the trash in there. Now, every chore had the generic label of the chore and then every little job that was included. So that has worked out really well. And the kids just pick a chore. So I'm just going to pick a couple and show you kind of what we're doing. So here's an example. It's probably going to be backwards on the video, but clean the bathroom. So clean the downstairs bathroom, so we have a couple bathrooms, and then these are all the things that are expected when you get to clean the bathroom. Well, I thought, the kids, I don't want them to like really dread the chores, but we said, it takes a family to raise a family. We all need to help out. But I did put in a couple fun things. So randomly when they pull something out, some kids will get a chore, some kids will get something kind of fun to do. And those things are like reading a book. Let's see, we'll pick out a couple just generic ones here. Okay, so swip for the sunroom, that's pretty straightforward. Feed the dog dinner, give him water, dust the blue room. And let's see, we're going to cover up the name here, but we have a sponsored child through World Vision. And so one of the chores, fun things, is to write a one-page letter to her. And to give the kids some ideas of what to do, I have a little checklist here. I want them to write a page, ask her something about herself, tell them something about themselves. And so the kids really love it when they get to pick that. Some of the other things I have in there is, excuse me, read a chapter in a book. I found that when I just said read a book, some kids would read one page. Others would stay there for hours. So I've become much more specific, and the chore jar has evolved. Excuse me, we've changed chores, we've added chores. Now that the kids are, my youngest is a little bit older, they're all capable of doing everything. But I think it's important to teach responsibility. I think it's important for all the kids to pitch in. And having a chore jar where they can pick a chore out, everything is labeled on that piece of paper. I even laminated all these. Just takes out any engagement of discussion of what that chore entails, and it also takes out any pushback from the kids saying, well, you're just making me do this because it's punishment or you don't like me. So this went longer than I expected it to. I can talk very long, as you probably figured out if you've been following me, but the chore jar is a great solution if you are battling chores in your family. So until tomorrow, stepmoms, stay strong and press on. Thanks.